Is Jeff Chandler, Assistant Principal at Sugar Hill Elementary, a relationship under construction.
Woo! Yeah. You know, in my past life, I had the opportunity to serve in the military for 22 years. And I didn't even pause. I get to part of the skill here. And with that, in the military, one of the many things I had a chance to experience was my time as being a drill sergeant. And me being a drill sergeant was an ideal time for me to be able to hone my skills on positive relationship building. You see, let me give you a picture about the drill sergeant. We would stand outside on the curb. We would have our drill sergeant hat on, and we have our sunglasses on, and we were standing there like lean, mean fighting machines, looking over across the railroad tracks, waiting for the trucks to come with the brand new brand new privates. Brand new privates. And we standing there, and we looking, and the trucks coming, they pulled up in front of us. And all of a sudden, the drivers get out the truck and say, "Drill sergeant, they're all yours." And all of a sudden, like a bunch of bulldogs, we say, "What are you doing, private? Hurry up, get over here! Why are you taking so long? You're 2 minutes late. I don't have time to wait for you." Well, I'm standing in front of this one private, saying, "Private, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me? Put your eyes back in your head. Why are you shaking?" And I'm looking at him, and his eyes are bugged out his head, and he's shaking just like this. And I look at him, I said, "Private," and he done peed on himself. And that's when I realized that my positive relationship building wasn't working. Then I thought, what can I do to change that perspective? And maybe he looked at me as being that old teacher in the classroom. You know, the one that you always hear about and you don't ever want to talk to, or the one you know when you go talk to, but not say too much. Maybe he looked at me like that. Maybe he looked at me as being that 9'8" giant in the room. That giant to where he's always looking up at you. Well, in basic training, it's kind of like that. Because I was always standing like this, and he's always doing push-ups. I'm saying, "Knock him out, private. Knock him out. 1, 2, 3. You better beat your face." And he's looking up at me. And I thought along with that, during that whole process, what could I do to change my method of building a positive relationship? How could I get this private to see that what his perception of me was not really what I wanted him to see? I think back to a student gave me a note one day, and the note said, "Dear Dr. C, when I first saw you, I was so scared. I just saw this big, wide guy. But when I got a chance to know you, I thought you were pretty cool, so thanks." And I thought, with that whole process, I got to be able to improve my nonverbal communication. You ever talk to somebody and just standing just like this, or like... Nonverbal communication skills are ones that would definitely go against positive communication. Also, if you get a chance to learn the students' names, now I'm from Georgia. I don't know a lot of these names that you saw on the board up there. You got to also be able to embrace this person's individuality, learn something about them. And when you learn something about them, they will know that you have their interests. Learn things about them and learn to treat them with dignity and respect. When you treat someone with dignity and respect, you get the same thing in return. That's building a positive relationship. And also, when you're building a positive relationship, let your hair down sometime and let them get a chance to know you. I tell them in a heartbeat, I'm from Macon, Georgia. It don't mean I've been in the country. Well, the first time a cow came over to Sugar Hill, they all called me outside. And when I stood there and looked at that cow, and that cow looked up at me and said, "What are you looking at?" And I said, "Nothing." He said, "Okay." But that's building those relationships. And in building that community, you want to get everyone involved in the community, everyone involved in the process, let them see that the organization is growing and is exciting. I also thought about, when in charge, be in charge. When you're in charge of a situation, people want to know that you know what you're talking about. Say what you do and do what you say. And when you're in charge of a situation, they have more tendency to follow behind you versus standing back and say, "Okay, you do it on your own. You know what you're talking about." And then develop a sense of compassion. When you let people know that you are concerned about them, concerned about their well-being, concerned about what they like to do, show a genuine interest in them, they have a tendency to turn around and respect you even more so. But I understand that positive relationships are the key to success. And in an area like ours, which is the most caring place on the planet, the most caring place on earth, building positive relationship is not something that starts one day. It's not 2 days. But a positive relationship is something that is continuously under construction.